one of the biggest cheers we had in the Casey house was when Soto got him the 3-2. Then he walked, and we're like, yeah, because we got to see Judge. Yeah. We got to see Judgy Skenes. And then Judgy swung at the first pitch, just missed it, chopped one to third. But at least we saw it. At least we saw it.
And I'm in love with the good life. Can't give it up. Make it to the top. Keep climbing. I wanna live it up. The good life. I'm coming up. I'm coming up. The good life. Good life. Oh, good life. Good life. Good life.
Boom, coming in hot, Chinchy. What's going on, brother?
What's up, brother? You're a man of all the sports. You're wearing a football t-shirt.
Dude, my buddy Mike Junko, who is the head football coach here at Upper St. Clair, him and his wife Misty do a camp for our Miracle League athletes every year. It is our athletes look forward to it, bro. It's incredible. They're out there hitting the bag, throwing the football through the net. It was just absolutely amazing. So I was just there for like the last hour and a half. It was really, really, really awesome. And, it's just great that they do that. And dude, Junk, we got to have Junk on in some ways. My best friend, literally my best friend growing up in the world. And he worked for my dad for 10 years, dude. Casey Chemical was Mike Junko and my dad for 10 years. Then he left, became a teacher. And then all of a sudden now he's a teacher at St. Clair and the football coach. But that was our goal, dude. Our goal was Junk and I were going to go to college, graduate, and then take over Casey Chemical for my dad. But I just kept playing baseball. But he went, took over. But he played quarterback, University of Akron, Division I quarterback. Wow. Yeah, legit.
Who's got a better arm, you or him?
Oh, dude, he's got to do baseball. I have a better arm. Football, he does. It's like Adam Dunn, dude. Adam Dunn throwing a baseball. You're like, it's not bad. Throwing a football, he could throw it like 75 yards on the line. You're like, what?
Dude, remember when Mitch Williams was at MLB Network? Mitch Williams could throw a ball like an entire football field and threw a football harder than he threw a baseball. It's
amazing. And also, too, did you see the All-Star game last night? Skenes warming up. He was warming up with a football.
Dude,
like Nolan Ryan, Clemens, all those guys.
He first of all, we're going to dive into Skenes. He could have been a quarterback. He could have been whatever he wanted. He is that big. He's like one of those guys, like Judge, him. There's a few guys. Yeah. We're on a baseball field. They look like the grown-ups with like the little league team. It's cool.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be like Josh Allen for the Bills.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's who it'd be.
Yeah. Anyway, so wait, let's dive right into it, man. Because all right, thank goodness we did get Judge up there. It was a little anticlimactic, but I was actually in hindsight.
But if we didn't see Skenes versus Judge, Bruce Bochy would have got crushed for putting that lineup together the way he did.
Yeah.
Come on, Boach.
Right. Yeah. Thank goodness for him. I was talking to my dad before the game and I started getting upset. I'm like, I can't believe we might not see this. You got to promote that. But thank God they got in there. But then you got, Juan Soto is maybe the best actual pure type hitter right now in the league. And he kind of funked him up a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Well, here's the deal. He made Stephen Kwan look bad on one pitch and he made Juan Soto look really bad on one pitch. I always say when you're seeing the best big leaguers, when you can get them off balance looking bad, that's when you know your stuff's nasty. That's when, because everyone's like, why is Skenes so nasty? Well, he's got 5 pitches and he's got great deception too. So like I said, can you make Kwan and Soto look how they did on a couple of those swings? I'm like, that stuff's nasty.
Yeah. And you know what else is cool that happened last night overall is that we saw action and we saw offense. And we saw offense from superstars, maybe the greatest superstar in baseball right now. Ohtani goes deep, and it was awesome. Just so awesome. Yeah.
Well, seeing Ohtani hit that 3-run homer was awesome. I thought it was awesome, too, when Judge and Soto, I thought they did a great job, Fox, miking up the players.
Yes.
And Soto and Judge were talking, having a conversation, and they asked Judge about, what he thought of Ohtani. And he's like, well, man, this guy's a stud. He's got, Judgy was saying he's got close to 30 homers, 1,000 OPS. Next pitch, bam, as Judge is describing Ohtani.
Yep.
Ohtani goes deep with a 3-run bomb. Soto and Judge kind of look at each other. It was just great TV. It was great TV.
Oh, the stars aligned for that broadcast yesterday because also, how about the 3 Phillies were all mic'd up and Trey Turner makes that pretty nasty
Diving play. Yeah.
Yeah. And to your point, there's 2 other points I want to bring up. We didn't even talk about before we came on. The camaraderie of these guys and the respect that they all have for each other. It's almost like old school, like how you guys used to be back in the day where they get along, but it's like a mutual respect. A couple points on that. One, they asked Ohtani who he was most impressed with being around. He said Bryce Harper. Loves Bryce Harper. Thinks he's one of the most impressive baseball players. And they're like basically 1-2 in the National League and like lots of categories. The other thing, I'm going back to Skenes. How about this, dude? Rookie starting, stayed all 9 innings. He was asked about it after, and he goes, I don't know when I'm going to get back to this type of situation, but more specifically, I wanted to pick everybody's brain. He goes, I went into the clubhouse for a little while to eat, but there were other pitchers in there, so I got to sit and eat with those pitchers and talk to them. And he's like, I just wanted to learn from everybody there. That's what you want, man. It's already good enough. But those are the guys like Michael Jordan didn't settle for being Michael Jordan. Like, I'm not saying Paul Skenes is not Michael Jordan yet. We're not going there, but that's the mindset of the greatest of the greats.
The mindsets of the greatest, exactly. You're always trying to grow. You're always trying to learn. And if you're around those guys with all the history all those guys have, MVPs, all the pitching that was there, if Paul Skenes or any young kid is not picking their brains, shame on you. Like, I love the fact that Skenes like, why wouldn't I? I mean, it was almost like, why wouldn't I have stayed? That makes no sense. Why would I? Because a lot of guys in the All-Star game, if they play, they leave. You know, because it's the All-Star break. They want to get home. I get it. But, like, Skenes, you know, this guy's 22 years old. I mean, dude, good for him for staying and trying to. Like I said, I remember being at the All-Star game in 2001. I was in Tony Gwynn's group. I was picking his brain so bad. He was like, all right, this guy's annoying. Because I was like, how do you go through the 5 holes so good? Tony's like, well, you know, I got to let the ball travel, really use my hands, you know, see it as deep as I can. I asked him a million questions. Why wouldn't I? I'm crazy. No, I'm in Tony Gwynn's hitting group for 15 minutes. I'm going to pick one of the greatest hitters of all time, Tony Gwynn. I'm going to pick his brain, right? And so that's why you look at Paul Skenes. I hope he's in the dugout picking all those guys' brains to figure out if he could pick up one thing. Hey, what would you throw this guy? What would you throw that guy? Because all the best players are there. So I love that, man. I love that. And Skenes looked great in that first inning. Got a clean inning. You know, didn't punch anybody out. But I think the biggest thing, Chinch, one of the biggest cheers we had in the Casey house was when Soto got him the 3-2. Then he walked him. We're like, yeah, because we got to see Judge. Yeah. We got to see Judgy Skenes. And then Judgy swung at the first pitch, just missed it, chopped one to third. But at least we saw it. At least we saw it.
Yeah, the image was there. And then again, the game had everything in it because Duran is 27 years old and he is just coming into his own, gets the MVP, hits that bomb off a nasty pitcher from Cincinnati. And it was just really awesome to see because he's been playing his butt off. That team's been playing their butts off. And it's great to see a guy like him with all this insane star power be the ultimate star of the game.
Yeah, no, I mean, Jarren Durran is an absolute stud, man. This kid is, this kid for me is one of the best players in baseball. And, you know, listen, it's tough to compare anybody to a guy like Pete Rose. I mean, I'm saying like he's kind of the modern day Charlie Hustler. Watch this. I don't know if you appreciate a guy like Jarren Durran until you watch the Red Sox every night and you're like, wow, that guy is hair on fire, plays the game as hard as he can. It's just somebody you want to bring your kids to watch. You know what I mean? So to see him hit that home run and do what he did, I think was really cool for all baseball fans, man. And I don't know if you saw too, Big Papi went in the dugout, was interviewing everybody. Yeah. And he grabbed Duran, we'll talk about the Red Sox, and Duran was like a little nervous, I think. But Big Papi's got that big personality. So it was fun to see him talk to Duran and then talk to the other guys in the dugout too.
Yeah, another one on that point. Pre-game show, Ellie De La Cruz gets on the set with the Fox guys, and he sees Derek Jeter, and he totally fanboyed out the way I do.
Did?
When you have your friends on here.
What did he do? What did he do?
He said growing up, he idolized Derek Jeter, and he said, it's an honor to meet you. and they shook hands, and it was just like that handshake. It was like electricity between it, like passing,
It's so cool.
torch kind of thing. Obviously, Jeter loves him too. By the way, Jeter picked the Phillies to win the World Series yesterday instead of, and didn't
He
even
did?
and he had Phillies over Orioles. Jeter had Phillies over Orioles. No Yankees.
Oh, no. Maybe they told him you can't pick the Yankees. You know, sometimes they're like, hey,
I
listen.
didn't actually see it. I just
They're like, listen, you can't pick the Yankees because you're Derek Jeter, you know?
Yeah, that's true. But that's where that was. Hey, great weekend. Great, or whatever you call it, a weekend. It's not really a weekend. It's a middle.
Great festivities, all-star festivities.
Yeah, they did great there. What else you got going on? You got more football stuff going on this week?
No, just normal day. I'm running around. I'm about to go get some coffee with Jillian. Nice. Carly's signing up for her classes at Fordham. That's a little weird, watching her get her classes locked in. Like, oh, that's weird because she's going to school in like a month or something. So Jake's home. Jake's just got a cavity filled. We got a lot of action today. Andrew's doing cars. Jake's working a camp. Just got a cavity filled. He's on again. I can't feel my face, Dad. Like, all right. And then the girls doing stuff. So we got action, man. What are you guys doing, Chichi?
What are we doing? I'll tell you what I'm doing Friday.
What do you got?
City Field starting their concert series this week. One Friday. Foo Fighters, bro.
Oh, Foo Fighters, dude. Oh man, they are so good. Have you ever seen them in person?
Oh no.
Dude, Dave Grohl rocks, man. He rocks.
I'm excited. I'm fired.
And yeah, man. And was it Taylor Hawkins? Yeah, the one, the drummer. We saw him at Innings Festival a couple years ago, right before he passed.
Right, that was
it was special, man. This Foo Fighters, you guys are good for you. You'll be rocking and loving that one, man.
Yeah. Is it all right for me to wear my Red Hot Chili Peppers t-shirt there?
Yes. They love the Chili Pepper. I'm sure they're all buddies, dude.
Yeah, they got to be all boys.
Those guys are all buddies, dude.
All right. That's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. Nice.
Oh, let's get it, dude. Let's get it. That's going to be awesome.
All right. Go get what do you get? A butter? You get like buttermilk or something in your coffee, don't you? Don't you put butter in your coffee?
Oh, yeah. Little grass-fed butter in there. It's delicious.
All right. Go get it.
All right, man. Have a great rest of the day. Everyone out there, thanks for listening. Really appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, brother.
See you.